Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, another wondrous Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane. We'll be having a 1 vs 1 right here on Skirmishes. We'll be watching Dragonite fighting for Germany for the Großdeutschland Panzergrenadier Division versus Obscura fighting for the Soviet Union. And the 5th Guards Mechanized Corps, hoorah! Support weapon company up, start there from him. And we're noting a rather assault grenadier heavy start here from a Dragonite. Dragonite, a fan of assault grenadiers and mechanized assault, from what I understand. Even uses the bulletins for the assault grenadiers. So that's what to be an indication towards Dragonite's faith in the assault grenadier and their mighty Schmeißer. Point secured, of course, not the only submachine guns the Germans use. There's the primary one, and also, for example, the SS, in particular in the beginning, actually utilized some other MPs. In particular, they used the Danish-made MP-28, which is actually designed by Hugo Schmeißer, the man who designed it, but used in Denmark and made in Denmark. So a little fun fact there. Other submachine guns used, of course, was the PPH-41, which the Germans captured a bunch of and converted a bunch of. They were also fond of the Italian submachine gun a bit, I believe. I can't remember the name of that one. They also used some minor variations on the MP-40, like the MP-41. So, little fun facts there. Aggressively moving ahead there. Got a 3rd assault grenadier squad, rather vast assault formation.
Grenadiers reporting.
Dragonite pushing out full force for the fatherland. Quickly taking up position in this farmhouse, opening up there, and the assault grenadiers up close with the combat engineers. Well, the comrades might have a slight trouble there, firing off and off there to deal with the assault grenadier up close. Fuel pump being secured, over here. 3rd assault grenadier squad heading towards the centre, but clearly pushing as hard as possible versus Obscura to sort of gain as much ground as possible. Of course, overall, just throw back Obscura, make things a bit uncomfortable for the poor sod. Pioneers up in the west side engaging with the conscripts, running into a bit of an issue there in that regard. And the comrades about here to get absolutely murdered. And there we go. They are in fact dead. More than dead, possibly even. But the 3 assault grenadier squads on the field. Things have been looking a bit up. There we go. Conscript squad quickly rushed off the field. Needs to focus up his force, but then again, he went for the support weapon company start. So that guy is going to be a bit limited again. If you can sort of aim it properly, can very quickly also lock down the assault grenadiers. But again, that does rather require that he aims it up properly. Though so far he's more concerned about a push towards them, wants to sort of ambush the assault grenadiers when they make their move towards that point, which I suppose is also a fair point.
We are ready.
And of course here at range, the assault grenadiers don't really have much of an advantage here versus the conscripts. That rather lies with the conscripts. With the rifles, and then we go mortars also arriving. That's going to make things a bit more comfortable. Setting up into the assault grenadiers, but at the same time ending up for a flank here by Dragonite's other assault grenadier unit. Also taking up has been conducted here. Pioneers retreating. Overwhelming the assault, and looks like, oh, getting a bit too close here. Dushka bunker opening up and simply tearing through the assault grenadiers. Dragonite needs to get these soldiers back to the base. Maxim here absolutely overwhelmed by the presence of the assault grenadiers from their machine pistolen. In general, the Germans were not the sort of type to equip large formations with MP-40s. I think the Jaeger infantry actually were to a certain extent, but that was more actually of a Soviet thing. Even from the beginning, they usually had one sort of company equipped with MP4, the PPH-41, but as the war progressed, they actually to a large degree equipped entire battalions, if not regiments, with the PPH-41.
We are losing the sector.
Which is sort of a fun little thing, although as the war progressed, they also made some changes to it. For example, utilizing a smaller capacity magazine to the fact that the larger one had a series of flaws which in the end made it a bit unpractical.
You guys, listen to me if you want to live.
How can we help?
Medic bunker up. Half-Track on the way. Mitra Schützenpanzerwagen.
Grenadiers.
Shock troopers out there with the PPH-41. There was also the PPS-43. An attempt again at creating a more easy to produce submachine gun. Not that this one was hard to produce, but they wanted something even easier to make. Since again they just wanted as many as possible.
Ready.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And there we go, Mittelschützenpanzerwagen on the way. Not sure why the game is being a bit laggy here. My apologies for that, some slight jarring here and there. But anyways, Flammenpanzerwagen on the way for Dragonite. Certainly one way to counter shock troopers. And then leave the assault gunners to deal with the rest of the blighters. Poor Friedrich here went down on the road.
Half-track awaiting orders.
Mortar slowly advancing an 82mm.
Half-track ready. Under automatic fire.
And there we go, the flame projectors are up.
Our industry grows to support us.
Again, attempt to hit the cutoff point, but Obscura is ready with the Maxim.
Half-track ready.
In the meanwhile, running off the shock troopers there with fire and death. And an anti-tank grenade looks like right here Dragonite overplayed her hand rather drastically. And might end up losing that Flammenpanzerwagen without it actually doing a lot of damage. That's definitely going to be tragic since that's 120 munitions then down the drain. And there we go.
The enemy has dealt us a blow.
That is definitely going to hurt Dragonite. Definitely give Mr. Obscura a chance of coming back, but he's going to need some more infantry to sort of really pull it off. And so needs to begin pushing forward. We're all noting here a support armor core going up. We're seeing Dragonite quickly advancing up the tech ladder due to having too few points, of course, though even then it is rather expensive to do so much so quickly. But rather aggressive play there, though of course again the support beam company does offer anyways a field gun ready to sort of stop anything like that if it were to appear. So it's not like Obscura is in a dire state, though he's clearly got to watch out. Advancing as quickly as possible. Two assault grenadiers moving up here.
Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Forcing back the conscripts quite soundly. And looks like another shock trooper unit arrives. That could easily turn things around over there.
You need something big. Taking small arms fire.
And Pioneers rushing straight into the shock troopers. Assault grenadiers moving up. They might try and assault, I suppose. And they're actually moving up close. Mortar rounds going in. Doing a bit of damage overall. I mean, the shock troopers do clear that round. And we got assault grenades up close. Oh, very nice. Actually using them that close up so the shock troopers don't have a chance to react to what's going on. That's actually pretty damn clever right there. Nice little tactic. And overall actually turned out to be quite devastating on the shock troopers. That's actually impressive. I didn't know they could be popped off that close, actually. Thumbs up to Dragonite there. Teaching one how to, you know, get the most out of your assault grenadiers, it would seem. Impressively. Flak Panzer on the way. Of course, going to be a nice thing to sort of deal with the shock troopers in particular. And of course, at the current moment, Obscura will be rather vulnerable to that.
We are losing a
You know, Yuri, yes, I do feel we might be vulnerable to a fascist armored assault. Well, you're just being silly, Boris. There is nothing to worry about. What about that sound on the horizon sounding like the arrival of a fascist panzer? That's just your imagination.
Yes?
enemy contact. It is
Grenadiers here.
Conscripts here into some serious trouble as the assault guys pour in.
Ready for orders.
Conscripts going to encounter that flak panzer. Anti-tank grenade, though, will help sort of limit it initially, but Obscura will very quickly need to get something to deal with it. Otherwise, he's going to be in for one hell of a ride. To hell.
Pioneers.
Additional pioneer arriving here for Dragonite.
Einsatzbereit.
Assault gun is slowly advancing up to right flank. Yuri crawling away with his dying breath saying, "I told you so." Though it's not quite there yet. He seems to be trying to escape into the forest.
That's it. Fully reinforced.
How can we help?
Maxim slowly advancing, still no sign of anything that could resemble a field gun, or anything that might have some greater success in blowing up the Flak Panzer. Assault guns there coming under fire from the Maxim, mortar firing away as well. Nice hit there from Federal. Overall map control though currently lies in the hands of Dragonite. And I suspect the field gun might be on the way.
It's done.
Also doesn't look like we're looking at a Soviet shock army or anything like that. There might be Soviet shock rifle. This of course then might be he's saving up for an IS-2. Time to pop over here to Obscura. Panzer Grenadier on the way by the way, and there we go. The field gun is up. This is 3.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Pioneers advancing. Assault guns here holding up at the victory point. Constant pressure here from Dragonite. Flak Panzer steadily advancing. Coming up there on the conscripts. And a nice mortar round. Oh, another assault! And almost took out the entire unit.
Our territory is falling into enemy
Impressive,
hands.
impressive.
Standing by.
So of course the mortar and eternal threat, and of course we've got the field gun slowly creeping up, ready to blow that fascist panzer to bits.
Ambush the enemy.
Ambush camouflage available as well now for Obscura. Also soon the incendiary artillery barrage.
You need motor support?
Sounds like someone's in pain. Right around here. Lots of Russians in horrible, horrible, agonizing pain. Teleman's going down there on the middle road. Good spot. Oh! That's one hell of a mortar round there. Definitely took a chunk out of the assault guns there. Perhaps not a grenade actually. This anti-personnel, which is clearly not a fragmentation grenade, thus limiting a bit its effect. Assault grenadiers versus assault shock troopers here. That's never going to be the advantage of the shock troopers unless there's a nice assault grenade charge here, but no such luck. Conscripts rolling in. Field gun down to half damage. There we go.
We have secured the
Osvin down, not the field gun, sorry. Been watching too many replays because I had to take some time to find a good one, and that might have slightly messed up my memory. My apologies. There. Come on, Obscura, push, push for the Rodina, for the motherland, for avoiding the gulags. Also noting here, a Raketenpanzerflugzeug upgrade already. Apparently Dragonite feeling quite paranoid at what Obscura might be trying to pull off here, and actually setting up that. Also noting here, an awfully quick tech up. Again, I mean, that's an awful lot of resources expended towards that, since each one, of course, is about 200 manpower, then increasingly large amount of fuel. And of course, you've got the building itself. So, I mean, that's an awful lot of resources here. I think that rather speaks severely to how confident currently Dragonite is in the overall situation. And that could easily prove to be her demise if she's not careful.
What do you need?
Veteran 2 assault gunners moving in. Shock troopers interesting enough not moving up.
Awaiting command.
Apparently very concerned about that field Flak Panzer. And then go moving in. The shock troopers ready up. Might be seeing a grenade. No. Definitely seeing a grenade there on the Maxim. And there we go. Flak Panzer being forced away. Tracking could be an option, but no longer. Assault guns holding out here. And being pushed out quite nicely. There we go. Some progress to Obscura. A second field goal on the way.
Ready.
squad. All units are here.
Yes, comrade.
All quiet once more. Incendiary artillery barrage is an option, though of course mines are also on, but there's currently no engineers to actually put them down. There's of course still the
Rifleman ready.
tripwire flares. Pioneer supporting a Flak Panzer push. And there we go, overall spreading out now. Troops supporting the Flak Panzer here as well. Some Panzer Grenadiere. Assault listening out, and a Panzerwerfer has arrived. Die Panzerwerfer. Es werft nicht die Panzer, aber die Raketen. Oh, careful with the building there. Obscura, careful. Flak Panzer, they're pulling back due to the severe presence of the field guns. Pioneers taking up blocking positions. Panzers could then quickly follow up here. Mortar awfully close. Going to more of that house, and assault versus shock troops. Nice attempt here, but ultimately didn't quite succeed in getting off all the grenades. And then a grenade from the shock troops in return, blowing up parts of the clothesline. And there we go, the Panzerwerfer unleashing 10 rockets. Shock troops in a bit of trouble and pushed away.
We have the point secured, but the enemy wants it back.
One less enemy asshole! Ready.
And the Pioneer's dead.
HMG crew.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Awaiting command. Enemy contact!
Assault Grenadiers rolling up, and again Assault looks like a huge fan of the Assault. Once more gaining the upper hand, once more sending the Russians running. Ow. And a Panzer strike left behind. That is really bad news for Dragonite. In particular, the Russians get a hand on, they're going to be a lot less likely to drop it due to having larger squad sizes. And there we go. Nice hit on the Flak Panzer there with the Raketen Panzerbuchse. So it certainly had to rely a lot on German equipment if they actually wanted anything like that. Since the Americans really never sent them anything, they got about 1,000 bazookas. And that was really it.
What do you want?
On the other hand, they captured quite a few Panzerfaust.
The sector is at risk.
Though they generally used them less for anti-tank purposes and more for blowing up bunkers and buildings. For some reason. Of course, the question is, what is Dragonite thinking? A Panther? Sturmpanzer 4? Tiger? Though we are seeing here that he's getting awfully close here to the IS-2 himself. He's still Obscura.
Yuri, get your hands down! Enemy infantry down!
Point in the right direction. Point in the right direction. You don't get points for aiming nearly at the tank. You actually have to aim directly at it. You need to be within the arc of fire.
Powers that be have granted us IS-2 heavy tanks.
The powers that be have granted us IS-2 tanks. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
there we go. That's it. There we go. Click.
Fresh units on the field.
There we go.
Capture complete.
And now, all of a sudden, Obscura has the advantage. Of course, Christian's along the last. Flak Panther almost down, making a nice push here for the cut-off points. As 2 rolls ahead. Dushka mount on the way as well. Light artillery going in. Oh, misses the assault guns rather than fortune. Oh, nice hit there on the mortar crew, wipes it out. Oh, careful, careful. Oh, there we go. Assault guns wiped out. IS-2 murdered them in cold blood. Another nice vengeful hit there on another assault grenadier squad. A bit of a dangerous situation right there for Dragonite. And now, of course, is the time for Obscura to really push forward his IS-2 as much as possible, take as much ground, do as much damage, kill as many fascists. For the Soviet Union and the Soviet peoples.
Field gun standing by.
Another IS-2 heavy tank is ready for deployment.
Not sure if this is the early model or the late model IS-2 though. The later one, I believe, had a better gun and I think improved armor as well. It's a bit hard to say, really.
You need heavy armor support.
The point is
ours. Yes.
And I'm not that much of an expert on the IS-2, so I can't really tell apart by sight.
IS-2.
Pack 40 moving up.
IS-2.
Sadly, Obscura seems a bit, and then again, it might be as good, of course, not entirely bad, it's a bit cautious, but even then, could be doing a bit more, I feel. Also now, of course, an incendiary artillery strike on the Pack 40 could be an idea, could clear it out, at least force it to pull away. Maxim there suppressing the Panzergrenadiere.
We are ready for action.
Veteran 2 on the Maxim, that's definitely lovely. And a quick Panzerwerfer barrage. Proves absolutely devastating. Wiping out the Maxim, that's definitely a blow. That's going to hurt Obscura.
Our unit count is increasing.
Definitely a nice move there to get a Panzerwerfer.
Forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Now soldiers here might have a slight chance. Oh, veterans free. Then again a quick grenade from the shock troopers. And, by the way, back to Dragonite. Rather a bit lacking in infantry at the moment. In particular, infantry can deal with infantry. But looking very strongly like we're seeing a Tiger on the way and not, say, a Panzerkampfwagen 5. Either way, of course, would be good, though the Tiger would, of course, also be better against infantry. And I imagine that's likely what Dragonite also wants. The ability to kill the Bolsheviks. More pioneers will be needed to speed up repairs. Same for Obscura, more combat engineers will be needed to speed up repairs with that IS-2 to sort of quickly get it back in the fight and keep that combat operational as well. Only having one squad doesn't really cut it, I'm afraid.
Panzerwerfer is Ostwind loaded and ready.
Points being secured, all quiet.
Ready.
German territory.
Infantry advancing. Closing out a field gun, that's nice, though. Yeah, a bit odd in that way. Also, I think that tracking might have been an accident, no real reason there. And awfully close there with the Panzerwerfer barrage. All quiet. Very quiet again, you know. The IS-2 is going to be up for a bit due again to the fact there's only one unit repairing it. Still some time for the Tiger, still manpower lacking.
Panzerwerfer is ready for action.
Slowly creeping up the field gun. Looking to ambush the bastards, I suppose. Tricky work.
It's done.
We need to be very, very quiet, Dewey, or they will hear us.
Ostwind standing by.
And back, hopefully. We know oddities now. Counter going in their field gun, still trying to creep up very sneakily.
Enemy engaging.
The new unit has arrived.
And a Tiger rolls in there for Dragonite.
In fire.
Oh, no idea entirely what is going on.
Execute.
Must be one of those very rare days where Bandicam throws a fit or something, I'm not sure.
Turret top gunner here.
My sincerest apologies for the technical difficulties, though.
Pioneers.
These pioneers have just gotten themselves killed. Hardly any good. And of course, right now, Obscura's rather wasted the full attention. Of course, his field gun, you know, again shows the dangers of moving ahead like that. Instead, you know, quickly getting cleared out.
Ready.
We do see the console of trying to win to help, but there's a bit limited what I can do, in particular that close to the Flak Panzer. And the Tiger joins as well, quickly sending the conscripts running. With great fear, the IS-2 rolling through as well. Might lose the conscripts, so that would be a huge loss to Obscura, since those are veteran free, and that's going to be, yes indeed, the doom of the Flak Panzer. No chances over there, and Tiger gets off a nice hit there on the shock troopers. Dragonite's Flak Panzer pulling back a bit. Easily 5 off barrage towards here. More shock troopers making a run there for the pack. The Panzerabwehrkanone. Tiger though needs to be careful, exposing the rear towards the position. We ought to know there's an IS-2. There we go, nice hit. Field gun gets off, another hit. Panzer's moving out in the open. Careful, Dragonite. Very careful. Trying to get that IS-2. Of course, allowing the Tiger to sort of deal with the interlopers. But very close there to this. Oh, he pulled back too far. He should have tried to go on for a few more hits there. Only Panzer Grenadier with the IS-2 wouldn't be able to strike off, and certainly had a chance of wiping them out, or at least inflicting much more brutal losses. I think that was a bit of a miss there. But Panzer's managed to get off a rocket there onto the rear of the Tiger tank. Second rocket failed.
The Russians are coming!
And the veterans of the assault grenade are still fighting about here. And a quick grenade assault here. Ultimately though, fails to really get it off, and in the end gets pushed away here. IS-2 not out, so veterans he won. Definitely opening up for a few opportunities there. And Obscura again needs to get pushing, needs to take ground.
Half-track ready.
I'd also want to somehow try and sneak up on this Panzerwerfer and knock it out. Otherwise it's going to be rather unpleasant in the longer run. Another idea might also be to get a KV-8 to sort of deal with the Panzer gunners with the Panzerschrecks if the IS-2 is not sufficient. Troops here reinforcing, including these mighty veterans, the 3 conscripts with their Panzerschreck. More combat units finally arriving as well. Good, good. Minesweepers up there, good. Doesn't want to risk anything. And there we go. Nice hit, almost wiping out the entire Panzer Grenadier squad. Dragonite needs to be careful that IS-2 around. Otherwise, she will find himself short of a lot of Panzers. And the shot there blows away one part of the house. Tiger quickly advances. Only one Pioneer squad though to repair the Tiger. Not very good, not very good. Pack though joining in here, flanking the IS-2, well done. Conscripts though moving in, could easily clear up that. Pack even recruit and turn it against the Tiger. That would be bad news for Dragonite. No, gets to escape. Tiger down to half health. IS-2 almost full health. That engagement definitely benefit the IS-2. There you go, Panzer is almost wiped out again. Finally making some progress towards fuel again as well from Obscura. Could it be that Dragonite might be going for another Tiger tank, and then again a Panther could then be a nice thing to aid the Tiger, have the Tiger soak up the damage, have the Panther fly sort of more anti-tank specific damage, since the Panther also in real life actually has better penetration than the Tiger tank. The Tiger tank gun on the other hand did more damage. Or just get some stooges sort of that way add into oh, Pioneer squad down. Tiger tanks really exposed, interesting enough, rather open, but Obscura still pulling back the IS-2. I definitely think that was a mistake, but the assault goes back to him to steal back the Panzerschreck from Obscura. The assault goes out. There we go. Which is certainly not so good news for Obscura. In particular, due to their increased squad size, they will in fact be harder to get rid of. And see the Panzer Grenadiers. That's actually bad news. Tiger advancing up there, closing in on veterans who won. Quick grenade exchange. Sending those shock troopers running. And this IS-2 is already very quickly closing in on veteran 2, which would give it increased range and of course increased accuracy. And those two would definitely give it a definite advantage over the Tigers, of course, to be able to shoot farther, but also against infantry and also as a attack. So lots of things there, lots of problems that could easily arrive there for Dragonite if Dragonite is not quick and swift, like the Blitzkrieg. And managed to actually get to that field gun, but the IS-2 arrives there to put a stop to that. And the Panzers want to find themselves with the attention. Incendiary artillery going in. Right as the Panzers run through it, field gun burned up. And time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is Obscura is finally making some progress back. Obscura's also got the eyes too close to Veteran 2, which is definitely also an advantage. I do believe also having a bit of an infantry advantage in some regards. Though again, the Conscript squad there was a definite major loss for Obscura. And currently for Dragonite, that could, though, still be rectified and quickly turn against Dragonite. Dragonite, Tiger Tank on the other hand, not quite as veteran. The Panzer is also a bit of a weak spot, and certainly in some regards, the infantry again comparing when it goes up against the IS-2. Right now, though, for Dragonite, it's probably about, you know, sort of sealing things up, perhaps getting another infantry squad to sort of help with that, or getting some extra armor to aid the Tiger. Either another Tiger, or a Panther, or a pair of Stooks. Any of those three things would overall be a nice little choice there, and would definitely help greatly against the IS-2, which again, as it quickly gets to Veteran 2, could easily have a greater advantage against that one unveteran Tiger. And again, that's definitely going to the one thing that might prove to be the greatest obstacle as the game progresses. Otherwise, a bit more attack up down the flanks again, but Obscura is currently a rather low on infantry, so those sorts of things would be quite advantageous for Dragonite. But again, more infantry would be helping against some extra something to aid the Tiger, depending more specifically on what kind of direction that Dragonite wants to go, I suppose. For Obscura, the situation is again, you know, no buildings, and there's nothing else Obscura can really get besides how they're getting a KV-8, which currently could actually be a nice idea, would easily be able to overwhelm the infantry, the pack, and such, while the IS-2 deals with the Tiger. Could get another IS-2, I mean, definitely got the manpower for it, definitely also got the fuel for it very soon, in fact, about a minute or two. That's an IS-2 that could definitely lay down a amount of serious pressure on Dragonite, so that's an option. But one thing that is needed no matter what, though, is more infantry. Currently, very short on infantry, which also means it's very hard for Obscura to sort of grab most of the map, which is really what Obscura should be trying to do, and limit the amount of, you know, ground, and of course also go for the victory points that way as well. Of course also deny fuel, and of course also ensure perhaps that less armor arrives from Dragonite. There again, considering how much map control Dragonite's had and how much control of the 2 fuel points Dragonite's had, of course, that's going to be a bit limited overall, that kind of effect. But even then, it's good to nonetheless deny it, and of course get more fuel for yourself. So, for example, could get another IS-2, and then maybe say, you know, get a KV-8 to help deal a bit extra with those damnable fascist infantry. But let's get back to the fight here. Field gun crew is toast. IS-2 going in after the Tiger. Pack 40 opening up though. Moving in through the fire. Bad idea, Dragonite. They do not wear asbestos armor.
Engineer standing by. We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Pack slowly creeping ahead there. IS-2 coming under fire once more. Nice hit in the pants, because Pack opening up. IS-2 also taking a lot of damage. Now's the time to get that engineer out of there and get both of them to repair the IS-2 as quickly as possible.
The enemy has cut off a sector. Incendiary artillery barrage ready to fire.
Shock troops here.
Very close to that second IS-2. Very close. Another Panzerwerfer barrage. Slowly creeping towards the enemy space, it would seem.
Engineer standing by.
Also getting close to Veteran 2 for that one, which would definitely make it very much more lethal. With that increased rate of fire, which means a lot more rockets. Still only one Pioneer squad. Come on, Dragonite, and there we go. The second IS-2 arrives. Well, the first one receives repairs and is extremely close to Veteran 2, and that increased range and accuracy.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands. IS-2.
Of course, getting the Dushka for that one as well. No point in taking any chances.
Machine gun turret has arrived.
These Panzer Gun is about to be in for one rude awakening. That could have been a bit better. Actually pulls back instead of trying to hunt them down. Then the assault guns just take up the job. Obscura seems perhaps a bit too cautious about now.
IS-2.
But again, as soon as that second IS-2 is ready, or the first one, probably should just try to if he can't barrel in and do some serious damage. And overwhelm them with superior firepower. And recruiting that field gun, though it's going to need some repairs if it's going to last any
IS-2 here.
time against those IS-2s.
IS-2
Clearly setting up for assault here. The shock troops setting up for a flank assault. But the IS-2s actually need to get moving soonish before Dragonite actually gets a chance of, say, calling in something big, which might slightly ruin the advantage currently
We have more
Obscura
conscripts
enjoys
on
in
this
heavy armor.
IS-2 here.
So how about moving them forward, comrade?
Heavy tanks standing by.
There we go, putting it back for repairs. IS-2's moving ahead. Conscript squad arriving, good, more infantry. Good call into the artillery barrage there on the Pack 40, just having the shock troops overwhelm it, but there we go. Tiger being pushed back. Full arm advanced field gun being forced up. And we go, veteran G2. Tiger shot at from range. Shock troops getting up behind there. Good, good. And light artillery barrage going into cover. Actually a full retreat there. Oh, definitely a miss, definitely a miss. Clearly could have made it out there. Clearly could have made it out there without having to retreat. I definitely think that was a missed opportunity to really do some serious damage there. Still got the two IS-2s moving. Finding a way there. Tiger struck off the initial volley there. Field gun should be the next target. Move ahead. Come on, Obscura. No, don't pull back. Why are you pulling back? Yeah, forwards, comrades, to Berlin. Berlin is not in that direction, comrade. It's in the other way. The one, you know, the fascists are guarding. Trying to see the pack right there. Pioneers getting one hell. Ow! Good night. Pack closer escaping. Get the field gun. Get the field gun. Obscura definitely now playing a bit too cautiously, a bit too passively for my tastes.
Awaiting orders.
I mean, got a veteran 2 IS-2 which can easily keep a watch over this one. An overall limited resource, but again, now giving Dragonite the time to sort of get some more heavy armor. Also got tons of fuel.
Replacements have arrived.
Veteran 2 for the Panzerwerfer. And there we go, full infantry assault finally going in now that Dragonite's ready for whatever Dragonite wants to do. There we go, one hit quickly clears out. He could have done so much earlier, in fact, so again, what I didn't. And there we go, two infantry squads up, coming up, don't pull away, shoot them, shoot them. Focus them down.
Sector has been cut off.
Tiger firing away as well. And then the artillery barrage going into delay and deny that victory point. There we go, second Tiger is up. Any advantage that Obscura might have enjoyed greatly now in heavy armor numbers is now greatly diminished, though there's still the veteran 2 IS-2, which is still an advantage. I mean, there's going to be less chance of just, you know, rushing in and blasting their way to victory. Although the Pack 40 is going to be a massive asset, though. No doubt about that, but even then, I do feel like, you know, he could have done more. And now Dragonite's moving in the two Tigers. This one could try and blitz, but apparently going to play a bit cautiously here. And the Panzerwerfer just knocking up a huge cloud of dust and smoke. IS-2s are rolling forwards. This one closing in on veteran G3 ever slowly, ever surely. Tiger manages to stun one. Nice hit there. And then we got just unleashing a volley of puncher strikes by taking advantage of this. IS-2 quickly sorted out. Now there's only the veteran IS-2 left as more rockets connect. No Maxims to sort of help deal with all this infantry, by the way. Another slight missed opportunity by now. IS-2's being forced away. Might want to focus down the more squishy infantry who's currently blobbed up, but no. Heavy losses inflicted right there on Obscura. Infantry being rolled off the field by the advancing shock troopers. Veterans G3, lovely. Pack 40 in risk of getting hammered there by the artillery. Close to getting the Tiger. Oh, Tiger, by the way. Veterans G2, increased range, less scatter. And now just tearing up those shock troopers, but needs to get out of there. And a quick blitz away from the front line. But veteran 2 for that Pack 40. IS-2 definitely repairs. Panzerwerfer finding a way. Exposed front line wiped out. The Pack 40 brought to nothing but scrap. Don't move the IS-2 out that far. Careful, Forsyth. But definitely got that victory point. IS-2 moving ahead, going to take advantage of its superior range to bombard the Tiger. Not a bad idea, but still need to be careful. And again, focus down the infantry when you have the chance. There we go. 2 assault grenadiers down. Massive Panzerwerfer barrage, which actually managed to stun the IS-2 a bit. And damage the engine, that was impressive. Shock troopers run off.
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
Only one Pioneer squad though to repair a heavily damaged Tiger, though it's going to take ages. Dragonite will need more Pioneers, otherwise, I mean, the game might as well be over once that before that Tiger's finished. It looks like Obscura might be setting up for another IS-2. And just harassing the base here and actually delaying the repairs but simply murdering the engineers with rockets. Definitely one way of doing it. And again, very close to veteran if he wants that hit. I mean, it's going to move faster overall, but also fire fast, which means that gun, you know, is going to be even more lethal. And a veteran 3 IS-2 is definitely a bit of a minor nightmare. Also, that Panzerwerfer is soon going to be veteran 3. Oh, good lord. There we go, veteran 3. Massive losses to the Soviet troops. Dragonite with barely a field presence, but still managing to hold on thanks to that Panzerwerfer turning out to be one hell of a great purchase. Of course, also the Tigers, in particular now that Veteran 2 Tiger there with decreased scatter also proved to be quite lethal. Just more rockets. Lots more. Finally got 2 Pioneer squads to work on that Tiger tank. Suddenly took Dragonite her sweet time. Back to Dragonite. IS-2 almost ready. Victory points are taking down for Obscura. That's not good. Panzerwerfer getting ready for another vicious barrage. And there we go, the IS-2 is pretty much almost ready. Just a few quick more repairs and then forwards to glory. Engines assault here. Across the moon crater landscape. Nice attempt at grenading up, actually doing quite a bit of damage to the shock troopers. Fun grenade as well. Heavy losses inflicted there, almost dropped a Panzerwreck for the Soviets to use. And now the IS-2 is rolling up as well. And finally the Veteran 2 Tiger is also gefechtsbereit. IS-2 though needs to move ahead, come on, push it while you still have some kind of chance maybe. Or is he waiting for the second IS-2 before making any great move? You may now at least trying to get it up to Veteran 3, which again means higher rate of fire. Do not underestimate that on something like an IS-2 that will roll again. I mean, any tank that gets a high rate of fire, of course, is going to be that much more lethal. Tiger quickly put an end to that engineer advance. Come on, Obscura. Of course, that Panzerwerfer just keeps on firing. Keeps on killing, even got those combat engineers. That's a bit tragic.
Yeah. Standing by. Panzer Grenadiers.
They're going by comrade style, and of course, considering the current casualties in this match, it'll probably be more of a statistic. In terms of damage, I mean, things are definitely going to be grim, particularly now with how things are progressing. Dragonite is definitely taking the lead now, thanks in part to that Panzerwerfer, which probably has a great deal to do with it. Also because, again, Obscura has been rather passive with his I-2s at times. which is rather allowed Dragonite to sort of get more chance of getting back into things. There we go, nice hit there from the flank on the Tiger. Of course, Tiger actually able to reach back due to also being veterancy too. And actually managed to stun the IS-2 crew. Oh, almost close there, almost close there. IS-2 getting blasted there by the two Tigers. Very close to veterancy, very close. Another IS-2 arriving for Obscura. Shock Troopers holding up here. There we go. One more hit, one more hit. Come on, Fedorov.
The enemy has only 50 points remaining.
Exposing the rear. Oh, but it can't see, it can't see. So close, but no cigar. Then the assault gunners actually might move ahead and make that happen. There we go. Veterancy 3. Increased rate of fire and increased maneuverability. Then misses. Great job, Fedorov. Tigers holding up the front line here.
Tiger. Panzerwerfer is ready for action. Half-track ready. Heavy Panzer ready for orders.
Definitely becoming a bit of a heavy armor duel, this.
How can we help?
Shock Troopers advancing, IS-2's moving up. Neatly wiping out the Pioneers, then one volley. Focusing down the less veteran Tiger, good decision there. Close to getting it, close to getting it. Panzer X actually hitting the Tiger, that's not good. Squad wiped out, oh no. And Gunner killed on the Tiger. But Panzer equipped, Panzer moving ahead. And quickly getting decimated right there. Need to be careful, forcing Dragonite. Not sure what's going on with that IS-2. Close to losing those Panzer Grenadiers. Tiger's moving ahead again. Tiger getting blasted out. Almost veterancy free as well for the Tiger. And just as it happens, it gets blown up.
Ready to launch.
How unfortunate. That was definitely quite the loss there for Dragonite. Lost her most veteran Tiger crew. Though the IS-2s need to be pulled back for some serious repairs, now just knots of combat engineers. There's barely anything left here. Most of the troops are currently dead again. The Panzerwerfer proving to be absolutely sublime in this matchup. Moving in the IS-2s here to get off a few more hits there on the Tiger. Maybe get it even. Light Telebar's going in to cover up the victory point. Tiger down. And an incendiary Telebar in return to cover up things. Acting, moving ahead. The Tiger IS-2 despite some little health. Careful Obscura, but the Panzerwerfer once more sings. It's Dirge and knocks out. Oh! No more infantry left. If only Obscura actually had some unit that could have easily chased down the Panzerwerfer, he might have had a chance. And there we go, finally! Vengeance! A small moment of laxity, and kaboom! The heroic Panzerwerfer crew burnt to bits. Still, there's the most veteran infantry. The IS-2s are not in a good condition. They could still be eliminated in a volley. More commies rushing out, but it needs to happen fast. And there we go. No. Climbing up there. Artillery barge moving in.
That was too close! Taking fire! Taking losses! What's this close?
Getting the victory point right there once looking at the drain. IS-2 getting flanked here. Oh! Panzer squad down. Down to 2 units only. Another Tiger, though, has arrived for Dragonite. Pulling off with another Tiger. Veterans defeat. IS-2 needs to be careful here. Very careful. Oh, the Tiger got it! The Tiger got it! Panzer Strike combat engineers moving up. Other IS-2 not looking too good either, though it's also close to Veteran 2. Trying to get it with stunned. IS-2 needs to be pulled back.
Enemy can taste defeat. They only have 10 points remaining.
Gunner killed. Veteran 2 doing his best to delay point take there with one Pioneer. Might pull it off, in fact. No, not quite. But the assault does move in. Tiger almost down. Main gun now destroyed on the IS-2. No chance of hope there. Incendiary barrage in. And dodges it. And yeah, just going to speed it up. I think this match has been going on for long enough now. And
our assault grenadiers await your order.
good night. There we go. A pretty close match in several things, but the end, what won Dragonite the game was partly a slightly greater attention to detail and also slightly more broad force. Again, you know, this kind of strategy that Obscura pulled off, that is relying heavily on the doctrine for, you know, all the good stuff, also means in some regards your force is going to be quite narrow, whereas Obscura with Dragonite, again, you know, utilizing buildings less, the doctrine for everything, actually managed some other things like the Panzerwerfer for artillery, which again allowed Dragonite to severely punish Obscura's infantry, whereas Obscura has a hard time punishing Dragonite's infantry, even the IS-2's part, because there was no greater effort towards actually, you know, really hunting down those Panzer, also partly for, you know, through a lack of harassment, which might have drawn out the infantry into small engagements where the shock troops could then have won. So in that regard, the problem really came down to basically the infantry, the tanks, you know, doing alright, but again, the infantry was the advantage, and in that regard, Dragonite simply put in that much of a greater effort, and again made excellent use of the Panzerwerfer. Also, really good use of the assault gunners. I mean, absolutely smashing good use of the grenade assault, really, several times, you know, just winning an engagement, otherwise that would, you know, been won by the shock troopers. Nice work there, impressive. Not so happy about this quick tech up there, but overall paid off, though again, you know, a Panther might also be nice, or a lot of Stuks instead of some of the Tigers, or, you know, say a Sturmpanzer IV to deal with some of all that infantry in a slightly more permanent manner as well. I mean, there were definitely a few options there, but again, you know, for Obscura there should have been something else. I mean, a few field guns might have been part of help, but, you know, overall there should have been something else. There should perhaps have been a mechanized armor company, a Katyusha, an S-25, something like that might just have gotten the extra edge instead of just relying solely on IS-2s, and, you know, just simply couldn't cut it because ultimately, again, he played too passively with them. That was also another problem. Several times in, he could have just basically rolled his way into, you know, the base of Dragonite and won the game, but, you know, again, held back, and again, that was another problem. So in part, too narrow, force too reliant on the doctrine, though again, good doctrinal usage, you know, problem there, but then also a bit too hesitant to sort of really, you know, play it when there was apparent an advantage. Whereas Dragonite clearly had no troubles there, no qualms. Now again, I think Dragonite could have made better use, you know, parts here from something else to support the Tiger instead of relying solely on the Tiger. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned a thing or two or three. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends. If you didn't, well, why not provide some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers and pardon for the technical difficulties.